Hi, everyone. My name's David Fisher, and welcome to In the First Place Astrology. Here with me today, I have Dhee from Sunchilde Tarot. Hi, Dhee.
Yep,
How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Fine, thanks. Elsa is also from Hellenistic Astrology channel with me today. Hi, Elsa. How are
Hey,
you?
good to be here with both of you. I'm good.
So today we came here to discuss the second decan of Taurus as we go on in our decanic series with the tarot associations. Again, this video is meant to be a shorter version of something that we do on Elsa's channel. The longer videos there are deeper diving in all of these bullet points that we're going to raise here, but we're also going to go with other astrological associations there that we don't mention here because it's mainly to be of the decanic associations with the tarot. So you guys can check that out. The links will be all in the description, as well as for Dee's channel and Elsa's channel. You guys can check the other contents that they have available. Dee's our tarot expert. He's going to be here explaining to us the associations of the cards. And so, Elsa, why don't you begin first telling us what are the names associated with this particular deck and that the authors that we're using as base have?
Yeah, for sure. And it's just so fun to be live with you. I think the three of us on this little clips channel haven't all been live together. So this is really cool. Okay, so Taurus 2, 36 faces refers to it as the linga and the yoni. I'm going to go deeper into that on the deep dive, as well as kind of getting into the maypole and the fertility ritual. But it's basically just that. It's like has a lot to do with raw power and fertility. And then the 36 secrets is called the Lord of Success or the Lord of Material Success.
Nice, nice. And with that little introduction with the names that the authors that we are going to use in the main video give, Dhee, what do you have to say about the main cards and what are they in association with this particular deck?
Well, the whole idea of the material success I really like. We have obviously the Hierophant for Taurus itself, and my camera's just going to, someone else is going to have to hold up the cards because my camera's not going to do it. But with this being a moon ruled decan, we have the High Priestess. Now, the Hierophant and High Priestess, you'll hear a lot of readers talk about divine couples, like we had on Aries too, with the Emperor and the Empress. And you expect the divine couples to produce something. This, however, you would expect it to be far more restrained. We're talking about the Hierophant, who is that outward view of tradition and spirituality, and to quote Star Wars, this is the way. Whereas the High Priestess is very much sort of, oh yes, and I know why it's the way and how it's the way, and also what happens if you just take a little detour. And so there's this sense that of tradition and established practice and intuition led. How do I modify this? How do I change this? And you would expect of two people of God something very strong and loving and giving to come from that. And therefore we have the Six of Pentacles. Now, here we can see a nobleman or a merchant. You can look at it as giving alms to the poor, or you can look at it as a money lender. Sixes generally mean contentment. So it can be the point of somebody actually, if we think about that couple that were cast adrift in the Five of Pentacles, someone is actually finally giving them something. But in that Six of Pentacles, you'll notice that only one person is receiving the coins out of the merchant's or king's hand. So is the other person being abandoned, or is he just simply waiting his turn? And as a reader, I would look at where my attention is being drawn to. But I'm really drawn in the context of this discussion to the scales that he is holding. He's not measuring the justice of giving people these resources. He's balancing his prosperity, his wealth with his symbols of office, the exoteric, the outside symbols of his position in society, much like the Hierophant. We know the Pope has plenty of pomp and circumstance, but he's balancing it with charity, with that force of the High Priestess, with that sense of, I'm going to invest in these people because this feels right. So there's that intuitive, secretive side coming forward. Sixes tend to represent contentment. They tend, here, it's more, I would say, I'm not sure about how much contentment it is offering, but it is certainly offering contentment today. You will eat tonight.
Yes, I love everything that you're saying about the Six of Pentacles and how it encompasses this following your intuition to be in tune with what resources you have available and creating a cycle around you through circumstances, identifying opportunities so you can have an influx of that particular sustenance energy that you're trying to multiply in your life, right? According to the resources that you already have available to you as opportunity gives.
It's the wealth of the deep mystery, right? If we have the learning and the deep mystery that come along with the two major arcana, then we have the ability to give charity and the ability to balance that wealth through the mystery and through the teachings.
And there's a foundation to it as well, because if you look on the card itself, right at the very back is that castle that keeps appearing and disappearing out of just at the very bottom corner here. That keeps appearing and disappearing off of various cards. So there's also this sense I get of, let's face it, this is a rich guy giving poor people food in the area where the poor people are. He's out of his element, but he has that foundation, he has that support, he has that treasure. And it's quite possible that if he's choosing to make this investment or this loan, depending on how you feel about the card when you're reading it, that he's not the only one that will be returning back to the castle.
And I think that abundance generates abundance is a good fitting motto to have here, because it's the lunar Decan, as you were saying. So it's the place where the exalted planet, much like Aries 2, we have Taurus 2 being the exaltation of one of the luminaries, and the moon is connected to circumstance. Taurus is connected to stability within circumstance, and thus again we have the High Priestess and the Hierophants there represented. And that stability through circumstance doesn't exist in this dimension of existence, in this three-dimensional world of becoming, unless you kind of create a flux of abundance through circumstance, through opportunity as it comes to you. And in the previous decan of Mercury, we saw that we needed to have that impact of poverty or just being stricken by unforeseen circumstances where we see that stability threatened in order to be able to truly grab it in this particular lunar decan and embody it and become it, that kind of stability that comes from that experience and that generates abundance even through instability and changing circumstances.
And the chances that you have to take. Because if you take him as the money lender, there is a deal, there is a bargain going on, there is an exchange of energies, just as you would expect an exchange of energies with the divine couple working together. So are these people who were left alone in the Five of Pentacles, are they suddenly being given purpose? Are they being given succor, or are they being given purpose? Are they being put to work somehow?
Redirecting their spirits in a way that generates that influx of abundance that was otherwise denied in the fifth, right? In a five.
Yeah, leading them to the castle, leading them to success. I mean, just to say about the angels and demons, they are, Taurus 2 is ruled by Marbas by day and Focalor by night. Now, Marbas, there's that bargain side of can cause or cure diseases, but tells of secrets and things hidden. There's this sense of what's within the earth. Also that sense of with secrets and things hidden, it's less Six of Pentacles and more High Priestess and High Priest, because the High Priest is that open, I'm throwing my cards everywhere, is that open face of the faith, the path, the way, this is the way. But as we know by the presence of the high secret, there's secrets and there's illusions, and Marbas is one who can very much reveal those in the light of day. Whereas by night, Focalor, he kills by drowning and can sink ships or controls the seas and the winds, but interestingly, will spare any life by request. Now that's where I see the Six of Pentacles again in Focalor, because there is that act of charity. Because as I said, them two, they're going to eat tonight.
All right. So now I think we're coming to a close for this particular installment of the Decanic Walk in my channel, which is meant to be shorter. Again, check out Elsa's channel for the longer version of this video, where we go into deeper detail about the astrological side of it more, whereas here is meant to be more of a tarot dive with Dhee. So where can people find you, Dhee?
On Sunchilde Tarot, link down below, I assume. And you will find plenty of me and plenty of David as we do our lunation videos. Also, when time allows and the day job allows, I will be doing Zodiac based tarot readings, which is what got me into this gig in the whole first place. And thanks to David's tutelage. So just in case he doesn't plug himself, he teaches, I'll point that way. He teaches people. So contact David for some tutoring, because believe me, you benefit from it.
Yes, I'll be saying about my offerings in a moment. Thank you, Dhee, for mentioning that. That's one of them. Elsa, where can people find you and what do you offer?
I offer, the plethora of tutoring and astrological assisting, and of course, natal charts and the rest. And you can find me on the Hellenistic Astrology channel here on YouTube.
Yeah, thank you for being here with me, guys, today. I am on my astrology.com. Astrology.com, that's the whole website. You can find me there with my offerings. There's still some that I haven't updated there. For instance, you're not going to find an offering of tutoring sessions, but you can talk to me directly through that platform or any of the others that are also available in that website. Also got the links down below to those platforms for Sunchilde Tarot, for Elsa's channel. You can find all that in the description. And I want to give a shout out to the Astro Collective also on Facebook. Yeah. That's a page that we've created with a few other friends from this niche. And you can find plenty of astrological content there. There's going to be much enriching to your own practice. You can be sure of that. So another thing is you can like and subscribe to this channel. You can like the video and subscribe to the channel. And you can leave a comment to help the algorithm like us better. So you can help us improve our practice. If you enjoy the content that we share, that's a way to help. So thank you guys for being here again. Thank you all for staying tuned with us. Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, this was fun. I think we should do it again with all three of us together. I think it's a better dynamic that we have going on. And till next time, guys, thank you all. Have a good one. Cheers.
See you all later.